Hey there guys, Robert here, and 5 days ago, I turned 20 years old, and right after that, I just want to say thank you to those who have sent me birthday wishes. You don't know how appreciated I feel by these birthday messages. Just thank you so much. It's hard to believe that I've been living on Earth for 2 whole decades now. It's actually just freaking crazy as hell, man. So, in honor of this momentous, belated occasion, I have decided to do Volume 3 of my CD collection series. And yeah, aside from Black Star, I have only collected 5 CDs in 2023. And again, if you count Black Star, that's 6, but aside from that, only 5. Cinco. Only 5. So, this may very well be, by far, the shortest CD collection video I'm ever going to post on the channel, and honestly, that's a real shame. I mean, I really would have loved to collect more in 2023, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Just because I've collected less CDs than usual doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna stop doing it, because collecting CDs is always, such a treat. And yeah, I just also really think that it's, also a fun way to listen to music as well. Actually listening to music in a different way aside from, streaming services. So yeah, I don't think I have much more prelude to add there, so let's just dive on in. Alright, first up in this collection, we have Fred Again, Actual Life 3. And if you guys watched Volume 2 of this series last year, you may remember that this was one album I wanted to have in my collection because I think it's a great album, and it did make my 2022 year-end list after all, and well, here it is in my possession. And yeah, again, I think it's a great album. The way he infused his minimal house styles in with voice memo samples is just, honestly, in my opinion, such a clever combination. Yeah, let's just open up this thing. This would normally be the booklet, but it's just a still picture. See, there's no booklet on the front cover. And yeah, here's the disc. Really love this disc. I don't know, I think blue looks just so good on the disc. And yeah, I want to make it clear that this is the deluxe edition of the album that I have in my possession. So it's not only the 13 mainline tracks, but also 4 extra tracks tacked onto it, which, I think are all really good. I like all of them, really like all of them, but not as good as the true highs on the main edition of the album. Delilah is still my favorite track on the album, with Clara coming a close second. And my third favorite would probably be Danielle's Smile on My Face. Also really love that track. And yeah, again, I think it's a great album all the way through, and just listening to it is just a pretty fucking fun time. So yeah, I highly recommend Actual Life 3. Alright, next up, we got Björk's Post, my favorite Björk album. And I got this in September 2023. So yeah, that means it's like the first time in many, many months since I collected a CD at the time. And yeah, you know what's weird to me though? The fact that the CD edition of the album has a different cover art from like the original version of the album, in which you can see on like streaming services and all that stuff. Like, it's completely different. But the album still remains the same, just only the standard 11 tracks on this album, and it's still a pretty fun record. I honestly, again, think this is her best album. Just even only slightly better than Homogenic, in my opinion. Like, I really love how futuristic everything sounds, how versatile this whole album is. And it has a bunch of my favorites from her too. I just really love everything about this album. Definitely one of my all-time favorites. So, yeah, I'm just gonna open up. Why is it so hard to open? Ah, there we go, I opened it up. Here's an actual booklet this time. Let me just open that up too. And it has like, you know, like all the lyrics to the songs, as well as some credits, and there's some Icelandic text in this booklet too, because of course. And then here is the disc, which is so clear that I can actually see my reflection. Hi! And then here is the track listing here. This little barcode thing is blocking the rest of the track listing. My favorite is probably, still Hyper Ballad. Hyper Ballad is a freaking masterpiece of a track, and still my favorite track of hers overall. Army of Me is a really great one. I actually also really enjoy her rendition of It's Oh So Quiet. It may sound like it's out of place on this album on paper, but to me, It's Oh So Quiet is still another highlight on here. I just really love her energy on this track, and also throughout the whole album in general. And Possibly Maybe is another favorite from the album too. So I love Post, everyone. I love Post. Third to last on the docket is The Cure's Disintegration, which, if I can recall, is one of the highest rated albums on Rate Your Music, I believe. I think there's a good reason why that's the case, because this album is honestly just fantastic, man. And honestly, my favorite album from this band overall. Just nothing much for me to say about the album itself, except it's just produced lovingly, written beautifully and brilliantly. I'm just really still in awe. I'm just really still in awe of this album, man. It's just ridiculously good. And here's the cover, really sick cover art. Here's the booklet. Let me just take that out. Here's the booklet here, here's the album credits, and then it shows like the lyrics to each and every one of the songs on the album. There's nothing much going for, with this booklet, except the album credits and the lyrics to all the songs. Just basically all you need with this booklet, am I right? And then the disc, which is like some sort of flower kind of thing. And then the track listing, which is kind of like different in that like the names of like all the tracks are like, they're like in like the top and the bottom and like the sides of the CD, if that makes sense, instead of just like being like stacked together. And my favorite on the album is still probably Plain Song, the opener. Honestly, just a beautiful fucking track, this one. And Fascination Street is another favorite of mine as well. Just like every single track on here is a winner. No misses for me with Disintegration. Just if you haven't heard this somehow, please do. It's absolutely a beautiful album, man. Beautiful. Penultimate album I'm going to be showing to y'all in this video is Cornelius Fantasma. Another album I wanted to get on a CD, and here it is. I got this in October 2023, and it's been my favorite album from this dude for a while, and it still is. Much like Post from earlier, I absolutely love how eccentric but just versatile this thing is as well. And it's just a blast all the way through. And I also love the album cover as well. Not every day you'll see like a cover art with like just only mainly orange and white too. Like both of those colors just work off brilliantly on this cover art too. Let me just open up this CD here. Here's the booklet. I'm gonna take that out right now. This one's quite the lengthy one. I assume it's another booklet where it shows like the lyrics to all the songs. I'm not gonna be reading this entire thing though. And oh yeah, it also shows some pictures and pretty sick drawings too. Especially this one. This looks something that would have been in a Disney movie. I don't know why. It kind of looks like that to me. I don't know. And yeah, just scrolling through. Pretty sick looking picture of the Earth here. And yeah, I think we're almost done with this booklet, and yeah, we've reached the end of the booklet finally. That was quite the lengthy one, if I do say so myself. And then here's the disc, pretty futuristic. And then the track listing is right here, just a picture of Keigo Yamada himself with his little instruments here, and the track listing is right here. And out of all these, my favorite is still the 5th track, Count 5 or 6. Just an insanely, ridiculously fun track from beginning to end. And the funny thing is, I actually first heard it years ago. Years ago when I first heard it in an episode of Yo Gabba Gabba, because, I mean, I kind of grew up with that show when I was, like, little. And yeah, my other favorite is Starfruit Surf Rider, another really beautiful track. It's another track I've been coming back to a lot alongside Count 5 or 6. Yeah, really love Fantasma. Do go check it out if you haven't. And last, but certainly not least, we end things off with an obvious classic, Daft Punk's Discovery. Which is second only to Random Access Memories as my favorite album of theirs overall, believe it or not. But it doesn't stop me from saying that this is fantastic. There's a reason why it has been critically acclaimed, and it's also been like acclaimed by, you know, like fans and all that stuff, and you know, myself included, because it's just an amazing album from front to back. Years and years and years later, this thing still holds up, and it has a lot of just obvious classics like One More Time and Digital Love and Too Long and Face to Face. Face to Face is like a really underrated track of theirs in my opinion. And yeah, just so many amazing friggin' tracks on this thing. Yeah, let's just open up this thing. Here's the booklet, I guess. Let me take that out. All right, here we go. Here's the booklet. And it has all the lyrics to the songs. And I actually love how it has every single word has like a different color like on it. Like this one's red, orange, yellow, green, yellow, light green, green, teal, cyan, light blue, purple, pink, and then where's Too Long? Yeah, and then there's Too Long. Too Long at the end of it, which has like a hot pink text. And oh yeah, this is a really sick picture of the two legendary robotic duo themselves. And yeah, here's another picture of these two legends with Thomas Bangalter playing the piano. And then the booklet is Nothing But Black. And then here's the disc, pretty simplistic, but I still like the disc. And yeah, the track listing is right here, not only on the back, but also on the disc itself. Like the track listing is right there. And yeah, again, so many amazing tracks on there. One More Time, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger 2. That's an iconic one. Crescent Doll, Superheroes. Even High Life is a highlight, despite it being not one of the more stronger tracks. Something About Us is also kind of underappreciated in my opinion. I just really, really love this album. So much to love about this album. Do go check out this album if you somehow haven't already. And that's gonna do it for volume 3 of my CD collection series. I'm really sorry I didn't get this one out on time as well. I don't know what's wrong with me at this point. And I'm also really hoping I get more CDs this year in 2024. Because, yeah, again, collecting CDs is always, you know, such a treat. I always have fun collecting them whenever I do collect them. And there's definitely still, I guess, a lot more albums off the top of my head that I can think of that I want to get on CD. Like, you know, I also want to get, like, you know, more obvious classics, like, Music Has the Right to Children, and also Selected Ambient Works 85 to 92, so that way I can have both of the, SAW records in my possession. And I also want to continue collecting all the deadmau5 albums, well, almost all the deadmau5 albums, because I don't think there's a CD of Get Scraped that exists, unfortunately. And also, Jeff Rosenstock's Hell Mode. I really, really, really want to get that album on CD so bad, because it's an album that I think gets better and better and better and better every time I hear it. It gets even more addicting the more times I listen to it. Hell Mode by Jeff Rosenstock is just an amazing album, and I want to get it on CD so bad. And also maybe Venetian Snare's Chocolate Wheelchair album, because that's another one of my favorites from V-Snares, alongside Rawes and Doll Doll Doll. I just really hope I get more, and if you have any suggestions for albums that you would like for me to get on CD for myself, feel free to leave it down in the comment section if you'd like. And yeah, we've made it to the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like, share this one with your friends if you want to, and leave a comment down below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe as we're on the road to 9,000 subscribers. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.